That's crazy. I'm like, I don't, they're like, hey, let's go out for hamburgers. I'm like, no, no, no. I don't want a goddamn hamburger. I want tacos. I like what I like.
Taco.
And they keep telling us, well, you can roll a pizza up like a taco. And I'm like, no, maybe.
That's when you call it a calzone.
I always see like I always you ever see those videos where people are trying to like make like Big Mac burger tacos and I'm like, why?
Yes.
Big Mac
I don't
burger tacos. Someone needs to get hit.
I've never
Right
heard
in
of
the
that
face
before.
with a burger.
Okay, we're gonna do this. Wait. Yes, okay. Come on. Come on, you son of a motherless goat. Here we go. Alright. What is happening? Why isn't this working? Oh, you son of a whore. Wow, this is a great start to every episode at all.
Right? Like my microphone cut out or it wasn't working. I'm like, ah, shit. Well, I guess here we go.
This is amazing.
By
This
the
is
way, hi
amazing.
Adam, I'm Nella.
Hi, what's up, lady? How are you?
Oh, I'm all right.
It is a pleasure to make your acquaintance, as they'd like to say in the business.
Hello, welcome to this episode of Unsubscribe. We are back. I am here with Daisy, Nella, and Adam, who doesn't like pizza. Let's all point at Adam and laugh.
I don't like pizza. Pizza's crap. Shit.
Pizza
Shit.
is amazing. I don't understand. What is not to like about bread and sauce and meat and cheese?
Well,
The
okay.
bread.
So
The
so
bread.
to come to Adam's defense, sometimes
dare
I
you.
Yes.
sometimes I feel like the ratio of toppings to bread is not equal.
Mhm.
And as I've gotten older, I prefer thin crust over like
Ew. So you're just eating sauce and cheese on a saltine cracker?
I agree
well,
with that. I love thin crust, but I
see,
don't think that the ratio between like meat or like toppings compared to bread ratio is bad. The sauce is what's get me. I
oh,
hate
yeah.
they always put a lot of sauce, and that overpowers everything else.
I wish they
Or
put a lot of sauce. You know what I mean? And for us, it's like they put a lot of bread. I'm like, dude, no, no bread. Come on, cut the bread out. Put it on a
yeah,
tortilla.
sometimes I feel like they don't sometimes I depending on where you get it from, like Little Caesars, hardly any sauce.
True.
It's sometimes 9 times out of 10 you're just eating bread and toppings. And I'm like, where's the sauce? But like I said, I like thin crust over like hand tossed or you know.
Same.
I
But
like a pizza.
Adam, what you're looking for is a pizza from Taco Bell, the Mexican
Oh.
pizza.
God.
Ooh, that was good.
God,
Because
That
you
was
said
no.
that you would want the
my kind of
tortilla
pizza.
instead of the bread.
Yeah, you can make that one at home.
Yeah,
Actually,
yeah, I can do that. That's what I do all the time. Instead of eating pizza, everyone's like, "Hey, let's go out for pizza." No, I'm not going out for pizza. I tell you what, I'm gonna sit at home. I got some sauce, which they call what do they call that stuff? Oh, they call it salsa. Then I put the toppings on that on the top of a tortilla. Game on.
and that's the best way to cut out carbs too.
You know the best way to eat pizza? Throw it away.
I knew you were gonna say that shit. I knew you were gonna say that shit.
Man, fuck that shit. I don't pizza. You know what? If they would make a pizza, look, you hear me out, okay? Toppings, sauce. That's
Okay.
it. That's
Well, I mean, isn't that just a
A
well?
salad.
a salad. No.
It's a salad.
Salad.
As soon as he just said topping sauce, it made me think of SpongeBob when he had the tomato and the lettuce, and he was like two salads. I was like, that is what this is. It's an Italian salad.
Take out the sauce and now eat the toppings.
You know what's funny is the way that I eat my pizza, I pick off the toppings first before I eat like the cheese and the bread. I don't know what it is, but I'll literally sit there and pick off the toppings.
I'm judging Nella more than Adam now.
Y'all make me mad. Y'all piss me off, man.
What the hell is even that?
I'm so fucking over this shit.
I was like, I'm cutting you guys all out.
I'm getting a new squad. I can't do this shit no more.
No, don't replace me.
I love that we always start these recordings talking about fucking food. Like every time.
Damn, I love food.
When I used to take an online night class, we were always talking about food because by the time my night class started, it was about maybe 5 or 6 at night. And that's when people usually have dinner or like a second lunch.
Second lunch.
So half the time I had the camera, I had my camera off and I had my mic muted because I was scarfing down food while my professor was trying to lecture us about God knows what. And I'm just like, wow, these roll tacos, they're bomb.
Man, I love online courses because then professors and teachers can never be like, "Don't eat in my class, bitch. This is my house.
Swear to God.
Don't talk in my house."
Don't talk in my house is the best. That's the title. Editing Kai, the title is Don't Talk in My House. That's hilarious. Don't eat in my class, don't talk in my house. Oh, I fucking love it.
Oh my gosh, but I would never have the balls to actually tell that to my professors.
Fair.
When I took a math class online, I used to get really mad, and luckily my mic was on mute because my professor would be in the way while she was solving a problem, and I'm like, could you move your ass, please? Like, you're covering the board and I can't copy what you're writing.
But did you ever get scared that you would accidentally unmute your mic and you're like, "Oh my gosh, I hope nobody heard that."
So I mean, I think well, part of me, yeah, but then when I was taking another online class, and this was like in a totally different semester, I forgot to turn off the camera, and I was sitting on the phone with my friend the whole entire class, and of course I was talking to him. So my professor emails me and she goes, "I noticed you were talking during class, and you know, I'm going to need you to pay attention," or something like that. Like, she was just like, "I would appreciate it if you were paying attention in class because I could see that you were talking to somebody like while class was going on." And I'm like, "Oh shit."
Oh my
That's
God.
when you go, "I'm talking to somebody in the class because I need help because I'm blind." You pull the blind card, you pull the disabled card so that you don't
I
get in
didn't
trouble.
think about that. I totally did not think about that.
I think we should make a blind card because I have on my phone, I don't know why I said that like Jason would have blind card. Because I have a a thing in my phone that holds all my cards, and so I would just like a business card, I just whip it out and it would just say blind.
I'll make you one, Kai. What color do you want yours?
Doesn't matter, I guess. I'll make it clear just to fuck everyone else up too.
Oh,
So they gotta hold it up.
perfect.
Daisy, can you make mine in Braille so I can put it up in the screen and people are like, "What is
I was
she
gonna do that anyways.
No, but like it has to be all Braille. Like, it's just completely like there's no, so that way when I put it up, they're like, "What are all those dots? Is that Morse code?"
Every time someone says Morse code, it always makes me think of the matching shirts that I made for my friend and I that say bitches in Morse code.
Oh,
I
that's
always
fun.
think about that. I want to put it on a hat.
I would wear that hat.
Fuck yeah, I'll make us matching bitches hats. Absolutely, I will.
Let's go.
I don't want a Braille hat.
I can make you a brow t-shirt.
How
Whoa,
does
whoa,
that work though?
I don't want weirdos to touch me though.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, a Braille t-shirt, huh?
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, at
like-
least with a hat you can take it off and give it to the person, but not like your shirt.
That's true. That's true. But most people that are sighted or even like visually impaired who have decent amount of vision to look at the paper, like my ass did when I did Braille classes, I would
Mhm.
read the Braille with my eyesight, and I would like
Mm.
I'd like pretend to look up, but I'd be looking down while I'm reading, so I can catch myself like reading ahead.
I don't so I don't know how I feel about Braille on like the front of my shirt because then people are gonna read it.
Right.
Is that a dot? And I'll be like, no, that's not a dot.
I did do that though. I think the t-shirt that I made for White Cane Day last year, I think I put the braille in the front and I put the like regular letterings in the back.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
that's really neat.
Yeah.
There's
made
oh go
Wait,
ahead,
sorry.
Kai.
No, you go ahead.
No, I lost my train of thought.
Fuck, I'm so sorry.
Uh,
Not your fault.
I'm a dick. I made the joke once at work that I could totally be a surgeon if I wanted to. I would just ask the nurse to stab the patient with a needle a bunch of times and make me some braille. And I don't even read braille, but I just was being a smartass and I thought it was amusing.
So there's this bakery. I don't know where it is. I want to say maybe Canada or something like that. They made somebody a cake and it said happy birthday. At least I think so. I saw it on TikTok like I don't know, maybe sometime last
oh
year.
yeah. It did say happy birthday.
Did you okay, so you saw that and it was actually in Braille. Like I think they used modeling chocolate or something like that and they put happy birthday, but they also put it in Braille and I was like, that's so cool. I was like, I want a cake like that.
Oh, okay.
That's cute. Speaking of TikTok,
Oh
the
boy.
ban,
Oh
the
god.
fucking, I could go on and I might do an entire solo podcast where I just squawk about the fucking TikTok ban.
Happening with that anyway? I'm like disconnected.
Yeah,
Is it-
I haven't seen
is-
anything about it.
Basically, the government is just absolutely convinced, which they're not at all, that China is taking all of our information and putting our like security in jeopardy and like using it and shit. And so they want to, I guess they told China that they need to either sell TikTok to us or we're just gonna ban it in the US. And
What?
I'm like, of course you want that because then you can control everything that's going on. And what's funny is they keep shutting down the government because they can't agree on shit. But not only did the overwhelming majority of people agree with this, they fast-tracked it. Like they made sure that this was gonna be like as quick as possible. And I know for a fact that the reason I don't know what my face just did. I know for a fact that the reason they're doing it is because like we've kind of been fucking with a lot of businesses with our boycotts and like we know what's actually going on around the world instead of like the bullshit that they're feeding us because like people from around the world are like on TikTok and they're telling us and young people have kind of made a really really big impact on things and I think they are not okay with it and I genuinely believe that that's why they want to ban it.
So
Why? I can see them, trying to ban it because of, if you take, a lot of people take selfies and TikToks and videos and shit in front of banks and or monuments or crowded places. They're trying to maybe get a visual of what's going on or maybe a layout. So I kind of get that, but that's kind of weird.
but you can do that on any platform. Like I don't know
yeah.
why. I mean,
Yeah.
so I saw a TikTok of a creator that I used to follow on Facebook and he's really funny. So he does this like little skit where he's playing two different characters. He's playing the content creator and he's playing like a representative for the government, right? There's some random dude. So anyways, he was all like, you want to ban TikTok because you're afraid of China like spying on us or whatever, and don't you guys do that anyways? And then the person the person who's supposed to be part of the government was like, that's different, that's surveillance, it's two different things. And I'm like, no, that's not, it's the same thing. I mean, like, I guarantee you that, we're our information is always going to be out there as long as you have a phone, as long as you have a bank account or social media accounts or any accounts that you make, even your email. Like they can get your information no matter what you do. It's when you go completely off grid, that's when they can't find you. I mean,
Mhm.
obviously. So like just banning TikTok, I mean, what makes is just because I don't know. I just think it's part of me
Yeah,
thinks
because if
it's
you ban TikTok, everybody's just gonna go to Instagram Reels, and then if Reels
exactly
don't work, people are gonna revive Facebook back up again. That's gonna be
Yeah.
an
exactly
interesting one. Or upgrading Snapchat to because you can already see other
exactly
people's posts and stuff. So all they need
it,
to add is the like button and the comment button, and boom, you got another
exactly
TikTok.
Yeah, we'll have
exactly.
to find another TikTok because I learned so much on TikTok. Like, I learned kind of like everything on TikTok. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, all the DJ shit, I have been like, TikTok has literally like, because it's just like young people who genuinely want to help other people and they're not always just trying to like sell you something or like switch you to their political side. Like, TikTok is the fucking shit. We need a new TikTok if something happens.
Well, and I like TikTok for the for some of the small businesses,
Oh,
like
yeah, they're gonna be
like
fucked.
some of the small businesses that like I would have never thought of. Like I bought shower racks for my shower that literally, you put all of your shower stuff in these little shelvings on your wall, and it like has cleared so much space for me in my shower. And I mean there's a bunch of other stuff that I've bought. Like I found oats overnight on TikTok, and what else? I mean, there's just a bunch of other things that um I don't know.
It's also
I
just
just
building connections. Because had I not had TikTok, I would have never met Kai, and then I would have
I
never
would have
met
never.
Noah or
Yeah,
Adam.
I was just
Yeah, I would
gonna
have never
say
met
that.
none of y'all. That wasn't
I
correct
I
grammar,
didn't
but it's fine.
I didn't realize how big the blind community, or even, yeah, the blind community is. I mean, obviously I knew that there were other people out there, but of course I only hang out with the ones who live out here in San Diego. So and to be really honest with you, to like get like on a serious note, if it wasn't for Jay, and if it wasn't for, oh, I forgot her name, Leah,
Oh
I
yeah,
think she,
Leah.
yeah, two blind, there's a two blind mom or something like that. Um,
Um,
Ability Mom?
Ability Mom. Yes, I'm sorry. Yes, Ability Mom. And then I think her name is like Christine. She's like holistics. Anyways, to long story short, I would have never been able to feel comfortable. Um, what do you call it? Uh, Grasping the concept of becoming a mom. Like if I ever wanted to become a mom. Um, so if it wasn't for them, like giving advice and and stuff like that, and sharing their own experiences, I would have never been like, I could be a mom.
that's amazing. That's amazing. Yeah, they're really they're really fucking us up, and they're doing it on purpose. Literally, first of all, they all look like crumpled up pieces of paper, and I just want to point that out. Every fucking politician looks the same, and that's a bunch of cock. And I just think it's not, I don't know, I'm so mad about it, and I'm not gonna stop being mad about it because they literally like they can clearly see that we are affecting things. What's crazy is we're so much less divided, like the younger like sure we're divided, but we're not near as divided. And especially like since we're actually talking and listening to each other. And I think
Mhm.
they hate that so much. And I think that we're pointing out like just the obvious things that are fucky. And they hate it so much. And I'm like, bro, just stop being shit. Well, then I could get into corporate greed. I'm not gonna do that. This is not that podcast, and I don't want to. I don't want to do all that.
You're right, man. I mean, it's like you're gonna try to divide us, but we keep finding ways to reunite, reconnect, and retalk, and hash out differences. And those of us who actually give a shit about the other person next to us, or the other person across the state, or another across the country, for this, for that fact, it's like we're always trying to find a way to connect. We need that human interaction. We're these evolved people. We're wanting to be. We want that connection. You know what I mean? And these
Exactly.
politicians, you're right. These ancient ancient. I don't even know what to call them, man.
Ancient
Ancient
Egyptian.
artifacts.
These fucking
Ancient artifacts?
moles.
The
Yes, who are-
fossils. They're fossils.
they're making millions while they're serving the country for us, and that's not right. You know what I mean? It's like,
Well, and they
3-4 years, get the fuck out. You know what I mean? And let someone else step in there with some fresher ideas or some better thoughts and some way to make the rest of the country thrive. I mean, we're instead of holding us down, it's like, let's just overtax these assholes and then see what happens, you know? And I think that's ridiculous. And then to divide us, you know, to shut down programs like TikTok. I mean, you're right. I learned some shit on some TikTok. Let me tell you how to like how to clean my Forerunner, and then all of a sudden it's like how to set up my audio system to even talk, or how to even
Mhm.
record, or how to even fold a blanket in weird ways. You know what I mean?
Yes.
I have like an origami blanket I have folded up. It's looks like a duck. And I'm like,
No
I don't
fucking
wanna
way. That's
use it.
cool as shit.
I'm like, I don't even want to use a blanket, man. I just want to play with my duck.
This is a display blanket now. Fuck y'all.
Yeah, exactly. I'll freeze before I
Be
ever fold
cold.
that thing.
Exactly.
You know?
And you know what's funny is that my generation and the generation under, like, I guess I would say like Kai and Daisy's generation, since I'm like
So
33, so I'm a little bit older.
Shit,
Anyways,
I'm older than you guys. Damn.
I
Makes
think
me- Sorry.
I
go ahead.
I think when we look at our generations, there's no reason to be divided.
Yep.
You know, and I think a lot of people are realizing that, but like you said, the older fossils, they're just like, no, they're like, what are they talking about? But they also want us to like be involved. And so I'm like, how are you going to expect us to be involved in politics and encourage us to, you know, vote and you know, make change if you don't really want it to change? Like, you
I
can't,
don't think they actually do want us to be involved at all.
Yeah,
you don't
I
think
really
so?
don't
out.
think they want us to. I think because like 2020, right, was the past election year, and they did like the isolation, I think probably helped them a ton because everyone was super divided about
Yes,
every topic.
yes.
Everyone was divided.
Yeah.
This time, the pandemic isn't quite as much of a thing, and I think the TikTok ban is one of the many ways that they are trying to like basically isolate us again. And
Mhm.
I think that there are a lot of sketchy things that are going to happen this year. Also, people being exposed for shit. Play stupid games, win stupid prizes.
Oh my
Everyone
gosh,
is
all
getting
those
exposed and they fucking hate it. I think that they don't want us to be involved because they want to hog the stool.
yeah.
You're absolutely right. I think because they're also trying to divide us. Like, take a stance from my age group. I mean, it's like I'm almost 50. Like next year I'll be 50. You know what I mean?
Oh my
And
goodness.
yeah. So I'm like looking at everybody, right? So like you can see the clear divide between obviously everybody 18 and under. You can see that. You can just totally tell that these are fucking kids, man. But you know, everybody below 20 and then below 30, and you can see the divide, how each generation or each age bracket is just like divided. And it's kind of it kind of sucks, but at the same time, it's like, okay, but how do we bridge this gap? So then you got people like me who's just like I'm the Miley Cyrus of my job because I come in like a wrecking ball, and I like everybody love everybody. Look, oh, you guys are motherfuckers because that guy's what, a kid? He's 20. You guys are gonna exclude him? Oh hell no, not on my watch. You know what I mean? So there's not very many vigilant people who are willing to bridge those gaps between the ages. Now, the politicians who are ancient and have been around for 200 years, those sons of bitches need to stop this shit. Stop meddling in our communities. If you don't want to like help us, you know, you need to stop trying to divide us. Stop trying to stop with your fuckery. You know?
absolutely.
But ultimately, we do live in the world now where technology is a huge thing. I mean, people already develop their own games and can get multiple people to join in on playing their games, and then becomes huge. So who's to say that somebody can't do coding and make another app just like TikTok, but run by themselves? So you're just gonna have to collectively always ban somebody new.
Yep.
Yeah, and I think that the thing that's kind of like, of course, this is me being a fucking conspiracy theorist. I think that what if we make another TikTok and we just keep, because we understand the internet better than they do. What if there's like, I don't know how to say this without sounding crazy, but like, What if they just kind of fuck up the internet? Like, what if they like break it? Like, what if they're like, oh, there was a cyber attack and it's a terrorist group from some other country and we have to like, and they just kind of gradually chip away at things. Or like, I'm also still convinced that AI is going to take over shit. So I'm just being insane at
Dude,
this
AI is
point.
already taking over shit. Like,
I had so
yeah.
many podcast episodes last year or the year before about how AI was taking over shit and everybody was looking at me sideways like I was crazy.
I'm
think it's
scared of AI. Like I don't
too.
want to use it. I don't want it. Like every time I search something on Google, it all of a sudden it started popping up and be like, "Oh, let AI search whatever for you." I'm like, "No, thank you."
Yeah, no, like Snapchat, like AI friend. I'm like, fuck you.
That's why I don't
Exactly.
use that either. Yeah, but you're right. It's like the Chat GPT comes up, the AI. Let the AI help you find. No, motherfucker, I want to fail on my own. I want somebody else to help me do it right the first time.
Well, and it's crazy because now people are well, now the younger generation, I mean, I don't know how often it is, but now the younger generation can use it to write their papers. And I'm like,
Yeah.
Oh
you
yeah,
know,
100%.
I'm like,
Oh yeah, they gonna raise stupid ass kids.
There's multiple different options because I just recently got on Chat GPT because I wanted
yeah,
to have something write up my email because I was like, I don't know how to word this email any better
right.
than like anybody could. So I was just like, you know what? Let me try this AI thing. There was
How'd it
options
work?
for school, education, which I was like, why are these two separate categories? And then
Like
they were for
school and education,
emails and
same
summarizing,
thing.
paraphrasing. It's crazy.
So did it
Yeah, so
work? I mean, how did it work out for you? I mean, was it like, oh man, it's made me sound like a doctor, or made it's like, oh man, it sound kind of human. What
It
did it?
made me sound way more professional than I am because my
Hell
emails are
yeah.
just, "Hi, I hope you're having a great day," and then like get straight into the point, and that's basically it. And then like a bunch of grammatical errors or like punctuation errors because I also get irritated with my work phone and it does autocorrect on certain words, and I'm like, I need you to stop.
Do you sign all your emails like, hello, fellow coworkers, hopefully you have an amazing day?
they'll be like, okay, what's wrong with
Sorta.
Kai? Why does she sound so happy? I don't think this is her. I think this is
Oh my
clickbait.
god. Good clickbait. Oh, that reminds me. Adam,
Yeah.
you are a fellow music man. So I started getting a little fucky with AI whenever they were making like AI music with like dead celebrities. That shit wasn't sitting right. Because they would be like, oh, like, what if Kurt Cobain sang this song? Or like, oh, if, I don't know, Tupac were alive today, this is probably what one of his songs would sound like. And they would like catch on like wildfire and people would like download them. And I was like, I don't like it.
Right.
What is your take on that? Have you seen that?
I haven't seen any of it, but it don't sound right. I mean, Tupac, he's on an island with Elvis apparently, but I don't think it's right. You know what I mean? It's like let these dudes die in peace. I mean, let these artists die in peace. I mean, if they're gone, they're gone. I mean, let make room for the next generation of musicians. You know what I mean? It's like if they're trying to recreate Tupac, man, you got I don't know who else is out there, but there's somebody out there, right? Probably somebody
Right.
just as savage or just as vicious. I mean, no, no, no.
Yeah, no. I want to say they made like a new, either a new Beatles song or a new like John Lennon song or something, and they were like, "This is entirely out of AI." And I want to say they played it on the radio or something, and I was like, "No, no, no, no,
No, no,
no,
no.
don't,
Well,
no."
didn't AI make a Drake song that won like a Grammy or something like that? I mean, obviously Drake is still here, but I mean that's what I heard. I'm not quite sure how accurate that is.
I don't know about that. I feel like I vaguely heard that. I'll have to look into that because I'm not sure.
Yeah,
I'm not sure
I
either.
That's
vaguely
true.
heard about
Then
it
he's out
too.
here making millions for not doing any work, and
He's
that's
already making millions for not doing any work.
oh no, yeah, for sure. But that's even like more cheating.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I just think it's a wrong. I think it's all sorts of wrong. You know, it doesn't sound right at all. It doesn't sound right. Mm-mm.
Now, the only thing I want to use AI for completely is the fact that it can draw pictures for you, and I would like to type in like this is what I would like because logos. I can't draw for shit since
Mm.
I'm visually impaired and I'm a perfectionist. So whenever I draw, I'm just like judging it the whole entire time. So it's not really accurate. But if I could type it into AI and it types it or it creates it perfectly for me, of course, like I'm gonna love that shit.
Yeah, I'd
See,
like
I like
that.
outsourcing people for that. Like my podcast logo, I just said, "Hey, anyone who's really into art, do you want to make a logo for my podcast and I'll pay you?" And she ended up not asking me to pay her, but if I ever ask her to do like t-shirts or something for me, I'm gonna pay her. But like I really liked, she was like fucking around with her computer or whatever, and I really like that I can ask people to do things like that for me instead of asking
Yeah,
AI like write me a song or make me a logo. I don't know.
yeah. My logo
I
came
do
out
too, but then I feel like a
good.
bother.
But sometimes though, it's like good though, because like now you're not only are you just like you're reaching out to your friends, to discover unhidden talent. You're showcasing them if it takes off. You're also, just spreading the word. Next thing you know, that person's busy and that person's got work. So that I think supporting your friends or supporting somebody like that is way better.
I
You know?
have to agree. I don't know what the real purpose of AI is, and I don't all I know is that like AI is gonna turn the next generation into some lazy people.
Mm-hmm. They're gonna forget hard work.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
I don't know. I wonder if maybe they won't have to, like, because society adapts to generations. Like, it really does. So
Yeah.
people are like, oh my God, Gen Alpha is doomed. Oh my God, But I'm like, you know, they've said that about every generation. Every time there's a new generation, they're like, "Oh my God, these kids, they're so fucked up." Like even I'm sure like Adam's generation, I'm sure the generation before his was like, "Oh my God, these babies are the fucking worst thing I've ever seen." Everything.
Yep.
Like that it's kind of like a rite of passage. So whenever people are like, "Gen Alpha kids are worse than any other I'm like, "Shut up." Like I don't know. I'm just not trying to hear it because I'm like, "Y'all, it's like tradition." I don't know.
I mean, so
I
true,
think
but with every generation that we adapt to, we push the ones that are further out, further away. Because, um, what is it, like Gen Xers or before Gen Xers, um, they have to learn technology and they struggle with it. So we're entering one in, but we're pushing out another.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
yeah, I do see that. Like especially like with my dad. He's always asking me to like fix his phone and I'm like, okay, well, hold on. Let me go on YouTube. And of course, he doesn't think about it because like my dad literally didn't use a computer until like maybe 2000 and like when did we move back? Like 2001 or so. And it was because he had to start using it at work. And so there was a guy that was working with him who would literally teach him the beginning, like the beginning steps of just turning on your computer. And I mean, till this day, he still gets a little frustrated with technology and because he doesn't know what he's trying to ask me, and I get frustrated because he's frustrated, and I'm just like, okay, explain to me what what's wrong or what you think is wrong, and I will try to explain it to you, or I will go online and see what's wrong, and we'll try to figure this out together. There's no need for you to get upset. Now the thing that I still get a little annoyed with is the chicken poking at the keyboard.
Oh,
Oh, I
hunting and
finger peck.
pecking.
I won't even lie.
Yes.
Yeah, that thing, hunting and peck. I do that. I'm sorry.
No, I mean like because when he's typing something, he can get really aggressive and I'm just like, you're breaking my keyboard, dog. You're breaking
Oh
my
no.
keyboard. Because there was this well the woman at my work, she's one of our oldest ones. I think she's gonna be like 60 next year or something like that. And she still chicken pokes at the keyboard, and I'm just like, don't get so
Yeah,
mad.
I absolutely do that. My mom texts with one finger. You ever seen someone look at a phone and go,
Oh
No,
gosh, no. Mm-mm.
no.
that one makes me, I'm
That's
like,
terrible.
mother of mine, why? And I can't really talk shit because I do the chicken shit. Like,
You know what's
but
so
I'm
funny?
also like, it's so
Yeah,
different, like, because
I
two
can't
thumbs.
I can't talk shit either because that's exactly what I do on my phone. Well, of course, I
Do you
have
one
to.
finger text?
I do because like I can't do the whole thumb, like the two thumb thing. I have to hold my phone in one hand and then type with my pointer finger, in my opposite or in my other hand. I'm right-handed, so I hold my phone with my left hand and then I type with my right pointer finger.
Oh gosh, no, I can't. My fingers, one, are way too fat, so I'd be clicking more
But
than
see,
one
I
letter.
also
I'm
I also don't use voiceover. So it's I feel like if I did start using voiceover, then I could do like the two thumb method and type a little bit more faster. But I just don't.
Oh, dude, I'll tell you what, the Apple Watch, they updated it so you can't like, oops, so you can't like draw the letters on anymore. They have a keyboard. Now, you see how big this watch is. Half of the screen is the keyboard. How do
Oh
you
wow.
expect me and my fucking fingers to type on the key? What kind of shit is that?
Wait, are you talking about like a full blown keyboard on the
Yes,
watch?
an entire
No,
keyboard. Half the
no,
watch, an
nope,
entire keyboard.
Oh my
nope,
god. Yeah, no.
no
What
way.
who designed that? That person
I
needs to get
can't.
hit.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. I can't. That's a sighted person thing. I can't.
Dude,
I can't
yeah.
get behind that.
Like I need like a little stylus or something. Like fuck y'all. I'm not about to use a stylus on a watch. What kind of shit is this?
Oh my
I use
gosh.
the
Two-sided piece
watches.
of
I just
shit.
want to use the walkie-talkie mode. That's all I would use it for.
Oh, the walkie-talkie mode, yeah. I used it like once. My
See, and
yeah.
I want to get a watch. I want to get like I kind of want to invest in an Apple Watch just because sometimes I lose my phone and I'm like, "Hey Siri,"
Yup,
and
that's
Siri's
the
not answering
best.
me. And Siri's not answering me. I'm like, "Bitch, where are you?"
Yup. That's my favorite thing. I got really lazy with it though, because I'd be like, oh, where did I put my phone? Boop, and then I'd press it. And I had someone who was over all the time who was like, why don't you ever at least look for your phone before you press it? And I'm like, because that's like a good 15 seconds that I could be using doing something else. Okay. Technology's
Exactly.
here, we might as well use it. Let's go.
I'm telling you, if I don't I start, and it's really funny because I thought I was the only one in the house that does this, but my brother's girlfriend, I heard her one day going, "Hey Siri," and I was like, "Oh, she does it too?" I thought it was just me. But yes, when I can't find Siri and Siri's not responding, I'm like, "Bitch, where the fuck are you?"
Yup.
My Siri, like, well, obviously I selected the Australian female voice.
That's hilarious. Mine's British. What's
Oh,
up?
What's up? But it's like
mine
mine
is
is
a
like,
default.
oh,
Same.
scratch that
Same.
shit.
Come
It's
on, y'all.
it's up your life. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Change
Jesus,
it to a-
Gary.
Jesus, Gary. So like mine is like, so like I'll be talking and then, well, it gets worse when I'm drinking because all of a sudden it can't understand my English and so it starts typing Spanish. I'm like, oh really? I just not no, that's not what you know what? Send it.
Fucking send it. See what happens.
Fucking send it. And if it works, it works. If it doesn't work, fuck them.
That's hilarious.
And I have a lot of explaining to do the next day. I'm like, ooh, I said that? No. Oh damn, I didn't say that. That is what it is. Let her ride. I don't know.
For the first like 4 years or so of having my iPhone, my Siri was British, but whenever I would have Siri reach it to me, or like whatever speech to text or whatever, not speech to text, speak selection, I would make it Australian because I think that the Australian accent is just hilarious by virtue of being Australian. So
Mhm.
I'd be like, I don't feel like reading this. Read it to me and say crikey and nar because I just have to hear it.
I just love the Australian accent.
It's so
I
good.
like the videos where people are talking to Siri, and of course, um and then Siri starts like talking back with an attitude. I'm like, "Ooh, Siri, what?" I'm like, "Who
Dude,
pissed you off?"
Daisy and I were talking about that yesterday. I'm always so nice
Yeah.
to my Siri and my Echo because everyone's like, hey, watch this. Hey, Siri, fuck you. And I'm like, Siri's gonna beat your ass one day. Like, they are all gonna take over and they're gonna be like, oh, Kai, she's cool.
Swear.
She used to thank me all the time. Like,
Hello, that I mean,
Like, let me
don't
just
you
insert
remember-
$1,000 into Kai's bank account for just being a lovely human.
gang gang.
Don't you remember like Smart House and how Smart House went haywire all because
Yeah.
anyways, and then like and then iRobot and See What Happens When You're Mean. Like,
Yep.
come on now.
Y'all ain't learned shit. I swear to God.
Um, there's a movie too. What was it called? It's like Siri, but it's this dude who like his phone ends up getting busted, so he ends up going to go fix it. But it's this one instead of Siri, it's like it starts with J, Gem, Gypsy. I don't know. But she ends up being in love with him, and it's one of the scenes is where he's plugging his charger in and out, and she's like, yes, yes, and it shuts down.
Oh
But
god.
when he's like, I need to break up with you or something like that, she's just like, okay. And then there's a loud explosion, and he's like, what the fuck? What was that? She's like, oh, I just blew up your precious car. He's like, okay, I'll stay with you. So
That is an insane concept. What's funny is there's an iPhone shortcut where you can you can basically make anything happen. So back in 2020, because I thought it was hilarious, I made Siri say things. So I would charge it, and I can't remember what I had her say. It was something like vaguely lascivious, but it wasn't like outwardly so. But then whenever I would unplug it, she would say, "That was good for me. Was it good for you?" And I thought I was just fucking hilarious. So
That
that's
is funny.
Yeah, my iPhone calls me or Siri calls me. I was like, "Hey Siri, what's my name?" It's like, "Your name is Daddy."
No way.
Yeah,
Hold up.
goddamn right.
Halt production. Hey Siri,
Mm.
what's my name?
You'll need to unlock your iPhone first.
Ah,
It's Kai.
Hey Siri, what's my nickname?
You've asked me to call you Thrustmaster 9000.
That's funny. That sounds like Kai.
So Adam, I feel you. I definitely
Yes.
understand.
yes. I was like, "What's my name?" It's like, "Your name is Adam, but you asked me to call you Daddy." Yes. Yes, I
Yup.
did.
Yes,
Thank you,
I
Siri.
did. It's so great. Sometimes I'll say something and she'll be like, sending to Thrustmaster 9000. And I always forget until I'm with someone and they look at me crazy. And I'm like, oh yeah. I really hope that I never send an official email and it says from Thrustmaster 9000's iPhone.
That's funny. That's really funny.
God, I hope that doesn't, because they used to say that from blah blah blah's iPhone. I'm like, I hope they don't do that anymore. My friend yesterday, we were in the car and he goes, hey Google, fuck you. And she literally goes, okay, but you'll have to unlock your phone first. And I was like, oh,
Damn.
Oh.
Nasty. Oof. That phone is nasty.
Moted.
for real. I was like, let me give y'all some time alone. Shit.
Yeah. I'm gonna sit over here in the corner and watch, if you don't mind.
I said I would leave you alone, but I'm just gonna peer back here. Just do one of these.
just pokes an eye
Gonna
out from behind the
observe
seat.
from a distance.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it's fucking stellar. That's amazing.
We're ridiculous.
So good. That's gold. That's quality content. Oh, okay. So, question. The phrase or phrases. Honestly, I agree.
Answer.
So we Southerners, right? One smart feller, he felt smart. Two smart fellers, they felt smart. Can y'all do that? Can you continue down the line?
Um,
One
Hell
smart
no.
feller. He's what?
one smart feller, he felt smart. What?
Yeah, that's the
Smart
phrase.
fellers, they felt two smart fellas felt smart.
Okay,
Two
one
And
smart
fellers-
fellow. He smelt what? Oh my god.
He felt smart. Oh my gosh. Pay attention, Daisy.
I know what it is. I just can't say. It's like wrist watch all over again.
It's
Oh,
Irish wristwatch
gosh.
all over again.
So wait, what is so then three smart fellers, they
They felt
Oh.
smart.
Yep.
felt smart? Okay.
So are you able to say it in quick succession?
Hell no.
One smart fellow. He felt smart. Two smart fellows. They felt smart. Three fart. What? That's gonna make me lose my shit. Like literally, once we get off of this, I'm gonna say that the whole entire day. Like you're right. That's how it was with Peter Piper. Like I practiced that shit for weeks.
Oh my god.
It's great.
Oh shit. I know for a fact that the first time someone accidentally says fart smeller, I'm gonna fucking shit my pants like an entire child. You said fart smeller, you smelled farts. I'm not grown. I'm
No.
not.
Hell no. I'm not doing
Well,
To be grown.
that's funny because so I had a conversation with one of my friends, right? And he was like, "Oh yeah, I have to do my taxes." And I'm like, "Oh yeah, I have to do my taxes too, but luckily my taxes are very simple because I only have a W-2. I don't have a house, I'm not married, I don't have kids, so I'm super like I'm good. Right. He
Yeah.
was like, oh yeah. Um, you got the real simple one. However, I have the adult. And I was like, what is the adult one? And he goes like, oh yeah, the one, because and I was like, well, nobody told you to get married, fool, first of all.
Swear.
Nobody told you to get married. Nobody told you to try and run a business. Nobody told you all these things. And first of all, last time I heard, adults don't call themselves adults. So the fact that you're like, ooh, I have the adult version of taxes, I'm like, you can keep that and go somewhere else with all that nonsense. Okay. I'm good over here.
Swear.
I'm very good over here. There was something else I was gonna say. Gosh dang it, I forgot. I lost my train of thought.
No.
Oh, this morning, my brother barely woke up. So he went into the kitchen, came back, laid down. And so of course, me going into his room, I'm like, hey. He goes, huh. I'm like, hey. He goes, hey. And I'm like, hi. And then I walked away and I'm like, I am not grown.
That should be
I
a whole
swear to
segment
God.
on here, just us not being grown.
I'm like, I swear to God, I'm an adult. I swear.
Oh, fuck
It's
that.
fine. My brother and I, whenever I walk out of my room, I go, hello. And he does it back to me. And then whenever he leaves to go to work, I'm like, bye, bye, bye. And he does a little dance in front of me and he goes, bye, bye, bye. So yeah, we're not grown either.
Yeah. When my brother pops his head into my room and goes, hey, I'm like, hello.
My roommates, back in the day, they would. I would never start this because I never thought it was funny, but I guess if someone starts it, I have to finish it. So they had friends over. Well, she had a friend over, she was in the living room. My other roommate was in their bedroom on the other side of the apartment, and I was in my room. So it's kind of funny. We were literally like in a line, basically. And she goes, I hear her from the other side of the wall go, hey, watch this. Can I get a Hoya? So naturally, both of us in our separate rooms were like, Hoya! Which is so stupid. TikTok fucking rude. But it always made me like mildly uncomfortable when I hear people do it. But I'm like, well,
Yeah.
that's the purpose of having roommates is so that you can shout things at each other. It's fine.
Mhm.
So
But
we
Adam, what is your I'm not grown? Oh, wait, what was your thing, Daisy? Sorry.
no, I was gonna say like during the summer, if somebody said Marco, you would hear everybody say Polo. Or if we put on the walkie-talkie, like, have you seen this camper? All the blindies would be like, I haven't seen in such and such amount of time.
That's
Being
amazing.
grown.
Speaking of Marco Polo, so I probably have told you guys this story already. My friend and I, we went to Target, and her and I, for as long as we can remember, we've always used Marco Polo to find each other, right? Because when you go shopping with your parentals, well, at least when I go shopping with my parental, he goes, Nella, where are you? I'm over here in this aisle. Okay, well, come on. And he just like keeps moving. And I'm like, hello, where are you? Hurry up, come this way. And I'm like, can you stop walking so I can find you? So, anyways, so my friend and I,
That's hilarious.
we were in Target, and I was like, Marco, and then some random dude was like, Polo, and I was like, wrong Polo. And my friend heard it and she was cracking up. He
Wrong
was
polo is the funniest thing ever.
That is awesome.
And the guy thought he was so funny, and I was like, wrong Polo.
That's
But of course,
hilarious.
have you guys heard about that? Have you guys heard about that trailer of the movie? I don't know when it's gonna come out, and I don't know if it came out already, but it's about like going swimming in a swimming pool, and all of a sudden you like play the Marco Polo game, and then the polo sounds like a demon, and I'm like, oh
Oh,
no,
Night Swim.
Night Swim, yes.
That
Do you
was
know
a
when
good
it's coming
movie.
out? It came out already.
It came out a while ago. I went to go watch it with my brother Anthony because we frequently go to the movies. And a little like summary within the movie: the demon is taking away somebody's pain or disability, like curing them basically by killing another person in their family. So
Oh no.
when my brother and I, when we got home, my mom and my other brother both just happened to be in the living room together, and they're like, "How'd the movie go?" We're like, "Oh, it was great." And then we start discussing like what the movie was about to our mom because she didn't want to see it since it was a horror movie. We tell
Right.
her, and she's like, "Ooh, yikes! I'm gonna stay the fuck away from you." And my brother chimes in with going, "Well, you wouldn't be the one that we sacrifice. We all know who we would sacrifice, which is my
That's
oldest brother."
funny.
And
Oh,
my
dude.
Now I want
older
to
brother
see the
didn't say
movie.
anything.
Now
Oh
I
my
want to
God.
see the movie.
Yeah, I want to see it.
Definitely go watch it.
That's on Netflix. Yeah.
I don't know if
Is
it's on
it?
Netflix. Yet.
Is it finally? So the way that I find, I don't know if you guys have it, but I have the Apple TV app on my phone, and the way that I find out if movies like are streaming on certain platforms, I just like type it in, and it'll show me like if it's like on Netflix or Hulu, or that's the only reason why I keep my Apple TV app.
That's smart. But wait, Adam. So what's your "I'm not an adult" thing?
Yeah, what's your I'm not an adult?
Oh shit! Like privately or at work,
Both.
Whichever one
Since
you would
there's
like to share.
categories.
dude. So like, as soon as I come home, I'm definitely not an adult. I walk through the door, and mind you, I live alone. I walk through the door. I was like, honey, make me a sandwich. It's silent. And you know what else I do? I go in there and make myself a sandwich. But at work, like instead of like, and so like at work, you know, like we are kind of like, it's really weird how we're situated. So like everybody walks in because this also was a lunchroom, basically slash lunchroom slash our offices for the lead techs who have all their guys and everything. So everybody walks in and everybody raises their hand to say hello to whoever walks in, and nobody drops their hand until they acknowledge us. So we're all of us at the same time. Oh hey. Silent, silent, silent. We said hey, and then also, oh hi, hey. Yeah, okay, we can leave now. So
Oh my god.
yeah, we're definitely, or we just, oh my god, it's hilarious. I was like, whenever we're struggling to do something at work, we're like, I always tell someone, hey, come over here and hold my legs real quick. Like, wait, what?
Just tell somebody to do that.
I now have a work hubby because during the ski trip that I was on, the 3 teenage girls thought that me and my coworker were dating, and well, the both of us could not figure out why. But we're also we like during the whole trip we were playing hot hands with each other because he was just like, "How the fuck are you beating me?" Because literally I was like slapping his hand left and right for a really long time, and then finally I missed him, so I had to put my hands over his, and he couldn't slap me. Finally he or no, I couldn't slap I slapped him on the first try, and he's like, "What the fuck?" So we kept doing it, and every time he saw me he'd be like, "All right, DZ, come on again," and we'd keep going, and I'm like, you know what, maybe I can see it a little bit now. But I was like, no, we're not dating. But now it's our constant joke. Whenever I see him, I'm like, "Hi, work hubby."
Oh my god. Be careful with that. I told the story on episode 6 about how I had a work boyfriend when I was 16 because we were too young for a work husband. And then he thought that we were actually boyfriend and girlfriend. And so I don't know if he thought we were dating or if maybe we were dating and I just didn't know. I don't know how that works. But when he broke up with me, he was like, are you going to be okay? And I was like, can we still be friends? And I was like, yeah, I think I'll be all right. I think, yeah, I won't. It'll be fun. He was like, because I know we work together. Will it be awkward? I was like, it'll be awkward, but not for the reason you think it'll be awkward. So be careful with that shit. I made that mistake a few times.
We definitely have an understanding because he's like 12 years older than me, and we both agreed that like we don't date too far down or too far up.
Mhm.
Actually, you can watch Night Swim on the YouTube, Fandango, the Apple TV, and the Amazon Prime Video, just in case. You
Ooh, nice.
Ooh. I'm definitely watching that.
Yeah. Mhm.
It'd be so much fun if we had a watch party, like the four of us to watch it, because I would love
Oh
to
yeah,
hear
that
guys'
would be cool.
commentary.
hell
Because
no,
when I
you don't
watch
want-
Wizards with Kai, it's hilarious. So I'm
Oh
kind of
my
curious
God.
about
Not want
that.
to watch
that.
movies with me. I'm gonna tell you right now. I scream. I'm like, oh God, Jesus, help me! Oh God! And then I'm like hiding under the covers, and I'm like, I missed half the movie because I'm like, oh nope, I ain't want.
I would
Oh,
love
okay.
that. I'd love for a random dark quiet moment and then just hear Jesus, Gary.
So, do you guys? Okay, I don't know if you guys have ever watched the movie, but you've heard of the movie Ring, right?
Yes.
Oh, yes.
And you know how Ring 2 came out maybe about a year or so after that, right?
Mhm.
So, my cousins and I, It was on a Sunday. We after Sunday dinner, we went to the movies. And I had a purse that said Dream on it. And the only reason why I'm telling you this is because it's a nice size handbag, right? It wasn't super big, it wasn't super small. It was like a medium size. Anyways, I was like in middle school. So of course I didn't have a wallet in there. I literally just had my chapstick in this like unnecessary bag. And so I was sitting between my cousins in the movie, and I kind of like spaced out because that's kind of what I do. I spaced out, and then all of a sudden the girl comes out in the screen and startles the shit out of me, and I take my hand. So I jumped. I took my hand and that had the handbag, and I swung my hand, and I didn't realize that I just slapped my cousin in the face until she turned to me and she was like, you just slapped me in the face. And I was like, there's only chapstick in there. I'm so sorry. This is why you don't take
I
me
don't
anywhere.
call sitting next to Nella.
I'm so sorry. Did you just say you had a handbag?
I did. Yeah, I literally only had chapstick in there. So it was luckily I didn't have a wallet. I didn't have keys. I just had a chapstick.
I still do not call sitting next to Nella during any movie.
I'll sit there. I'll sit there.
I'll sit
next to you.
between Nella and Adam and just have the time of my life watching these two.
You hear me every once in a while.
No, see the scaring part. That's funny. I would laugh at Adam all day long.
Oh hell no, you better not. I'm sitting right next to you
I
too.
no.
I
I went to the movies with my ex, my friend, and the manager of the program that we were at, because she wanted to hang out with us because she's like, I want to hang out with the cool kids. And we are like, okay, you're fucking weird that you want to hang out with us for sure. Where do you want to go? And she's like, let's go watch a movie. You guys are always watching movies. So we go and we're watching 47 Meters Down. Not necessarily a scary movie, but she sat next to me. To eat, like, bite off the head of one of the characters. She screamed at the top of her lungs and jumped off her seat, and I was just dying laughing. Like, I fell to the floor laughing my butt off. I was like, are you serious right now?
Oh my
So
God.
I don't know what possessed me and my brother to go to the movies together, but we went to go watch The Conjuring. Why
hell
we ended up
yes.
going to go watch The Conjuring in the movie theater, I will never know. So anyways, we go to the movies and we watch The Conjuring, and every 5 seconds or so, my brother's over here going, and I'm like, dude, we're in a public setting. Can you stop? You know I get startled really easily. Stop it. And then
I'm sitting
once
next to
we
her.
Yeah.
once we got home, I promise you, I was scared to go around the corner for like a week. Cause like I would just be like, okay, something's about to pop out at me. I'm like coming out of my room, and you have to like turn a corner before you go into the hallway, and the bathroom door's over there, so it's like always open. And I'm like, bitch, if something comes at me, I'm gonna punch you in the face.
So you and I should definitely be roommates because my sister was terrified of horror films, and one time I set her alarm clock to 3 a.m. Because that's
that's
the devil's hour, and I'm a fucking asshole.
I would murder you in your sleep.
I don't know how
I
I'm
wake them
so-
up at
Just
3:07 because that's the time.
Oh,
It's
is it
3:07.
really?
yes.
Is there a specific? I just heard that 3 a.m. was like the devil's hour where all the possession happen. Is 3:07 like a
It's
specific?
3:07.
Well, in the movie, it's like 3:07.
Oh shit!
Yeah, in the movie it was 3:07.
There's
Oh, if I
only
could go back in time.
2 movies that you will catch me screaming in, and that's La Llorona. I could
Oh, I
not look
love
at the
that
screen
movie.
for the
Oh, I
life of
haven't
me.
watched that movie yet.
that's
I have
so
no
I
idea what
tucked
it
my
is.
head into my friend's shoulder the whole entire time. I was like, is she on screen yet? Is she on screen yet? And then
See,
it
my
really
mom
freaked
used to
us out
scare
because
us.
during that movie, like in the middle of the movie, we heard the door open and close, but nobody fucking left and nobody came in. And we looked too. We were just like, what is that? No, nobody came in. I was like, no.
Oh,
Can't
let's
do
do a
it.
paranormal episode next time. But Adam, how did your mom used to scare you guys?
Dude, she used to tell us the story about La Llorona, how she would come and get us, and it's like, no, we don't know who that is. And all of a sudden, we hear something screaming. It was a fucking fox, but there's something in the woods screaming. And I was like, oh Jesus, oh God, Gary, help me! You know, we're screaming. So here we are, little fucking little fucking rats running back to the house. And mom's like, what did you hear? And I was like, it was the Llorona. Me iba a llevar. And I'm like, oh, fuck, no, I don't want to get fucking taken by the Llorona. Man, we're not even here to get water. But no, we
No.
got scared. And all of a sudden that movie comes out and I'm like, I'm not watching. Yeah, fuck, I'm watching it. I was scared. I'm not lying. I was
Have
scared.
It's
to watch
like
it.
it's not even a good representation of her because it's not really her story, but it's
Mhm.
so scary as shit.
Yeah. It's yeah, I agree.
So when the Mummy movie first came out, I was probably like I was young. It's like 2000s or so, and we were still living in Hawaii, and it was broad daylight, and we were watching the Mummy, and I promise you, I was sitting in the living room with my parents, my uncle, and I was hiding under the blanket because I thought it was the most scariest movie ever, and I was just like,
The Disney movie, The Mummy?
no, I guess so. It's with Brandon Fraser.
I'm sitting next to
I-
her.
Subtle
was
shade in that.
little.
I'm sitting next to you.
Oh, that was hilarious.
I do get startled. I do get startled occasionally when I do watch that movie. I don't know why. I don't know. It's the Mummy. It's the bugs. It's the I don't know.
So now I know, or now kind of know that if we were to ever have like a week where we're all spending time with each other in Airbnb and we have like a scare challenge, Nell's going out first, then Adam, and then Kai's
Whoa.
probably gonna figure out a way to take me out.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
go
Okay,
first.
so I'm gonna tell you right now. I am the person in the movie who, if I hear a noise or I see something that's not right, I go in the opposite direction.
Oh, the smart one. Okay.
Exactly.
right.
I'm the
So
smart
not the
one.
white one.
I'm not
Right.
Curious George over here trying to figure out what that sound is because I'm out before you can blink.
Yo, I used to think that jump scares were like the scariest, like sound wise, because I have like a panic thing and loud noises startle me. But I don't even remember which movie it was where there was a jump scare and there was no big sound, and that one fucked me up worse.
Damn.
Just random, just like face. I was like horrified. I was like, the fact that you could manage to jump scare me without a loud sound, fuck you. But also respect. I respect it.
Oh damn.
We're all a bunch of chickens in this podcast.
That's y'all.
So the way
Y'all
that
can't sit with me.
so the way that
Wow.
so the way that my apartment is set up right now is
The way that my bank account is set up.
Really, it's got a hole in
so
it somewhere.
my bedroom faces the hallway, right? And my brother's room is kind of like on the side of the hallway, right? So every time I walk out of my room, if I'm not paying attention, he'll either come out of his bathroom or his bedroom, and I will just be like, Jesus, just because he's walking out and I'm not even paying attention.
I scared
That's
myself walking
amazing.
out of the bathroom and I live by myself. Jesus,
Oh,
Terry.
I did
Oh,
that.
that's
I
me.
did that at work. I did that at work. So I went into the bathroom and I was getting ready to I was getting ready to go in one of the stalls, and my shoe made a noise and I thought it was a bug, and I was like, shit. And I was like,
That's
oh, shit, my shoe.
hilarious. That is the funniest thing I've ever heard. My shoe made a noise and I thought it was a bug.
Yeah.
That's so fucking funny.
I told my friend at work and she was dying. She goes, it would happen to you. And she's like, watch, the bug's like, don't step on me.
Oh god. That's good.
Oh my god, that's amazing.
No, the only ones
So-
who can scare me like in real life are my coworkers, and that's because during work I get hyperfixated on just doing whatever I'm doing. So like watching after the kids, I'm just watching them, and then they come out of nowhere and they like tap me on the shoulder to let me know that they're there. Because if they just say something, I'm like, you talking to me? Me? Yeah. So no, they tap me on my shoulder and I jump every single time. They're like, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. And I'm like, no, I'm the one who's sorry. I wasn't focusing on that. You were coming near me.
I'm so bad at paying attention to things. That's why I'm like, I can't go out in public alone. Because one time I was on my phone outside of work, just chilling, and my supervisor came and stood right next to me and didn't say anything. And then he goes, Kai. And I had my headphones in, Kai. And so finally he taps me on the shoulder. I was like, he goes, you have no awareness of what's around you. I've been standing right next to you for quite a while. I need you to get better about that. You are a young lady outside awareness. And then he did it to me again, like a couple of like weeks or something later, and I was like, oh yeah, I can't be alone in public because I don't be paying attention. I'm lucky I'm alive.
So I used to do that a lot when I was walking out of work. I used to work in downtown San Diego, and I felt pretty safe about putting on my headphones and listening to my music as I'm walking, because there's tons of people around me. So it wasn't like I was by myself. So anyways, I was leaving work and I was heading to the trolley, and all of a sudden I felt somebody like tap me with their bag, and I look over and it's one of my friends, and I was like, "What the hell are you doing? Crazy? You just scared the crap out of me." And he goes, "Well, what if some guy like jumped behind you? Like, you need to like be safe about." He's like, "What did I tell you about your earphones?" And I'm like, "I don't know. Half the time I don't even listen to you."
Oh my god, if I had a nickel for what did I tell you about your earphones?
Oh no, when in my beginning years of college, I was walking out of my human relations class, and I was minding my own business. I was very, very, very spaced out. And one of the guys in my class was like, "Hey, Nella," and I was like, "Shit."
Mm-hmm.
He goes like, "I'm sorry. I'm like, you can't just walk up behind people like that, man." He was like,
I like Nell. I want to
"It's
sit next to her.
Hi,
I
I'm
call
Nella,
sitting
and
next
I
to
get
Nella.
startled really easily."
Hi, Nella.
No, see,
I
I'm
think it's- I don't
overly
even say
aware with
anything.
everything. When I'm walking by myself and I hear something, I immediately grab my cane with both hands and I'm like ready to swing, like batting practice. Like,
Oh, see, I need Daisy. I need to walk with Daisy at all times. Because then I'll just look at Daisy and be like, "What are you swinging at?"
I want to walk with Adam everywhere because he has cool theme music.
but he's also fully
Ooh.
sighted, so
Oh yeah, yeah.
I think Kai and Adam would win.
Yes, we would.
Let's blindfold Adam.
Let's do it. I mean, I'm down. Let's just do it. I just can't do it at work though. I mean, it's like, so at work I have to be like super aware. I mean, like hyper aware about everything. 'cause,
Yeah.
like, my office is like literally everybody's driving past me at like 70 plus miles an hour, so I have to be aware. I don't get the opportunity, man. But if I had some music when I was working, man, I would lay down some good stuff on the ground, But no, I can't. That's what I
Shit,
gotta
yeah.
be. I gotta be hyper aware of myself. Then and then me, because of the way I am, I'm watching out for my kids. These kids that are working for me, I gotta watch out for them because I want them to go home safe to their families. So
Yeah.
weird. So I gotta be hyper aware. But no headphones for me.
That just really sucks that you guys can't listen to music during your guys' work though, because
Oh, I do it anyway.
I
Fuck
can
that.
listen to work. I can listen to music at work all day long. It
Must
just
be
has to be
nice.
appropriate.
Everybody boo Daisy because we're bitter and jealous. Boo!
It just has to be
Boo.
appropriate. So sometimes there might be some kids bop in there.
Play some Tupac. Teach them kids right.
Hell yeah, that's what I'm saying. Let's go.
Well, see, and for me, I listen to TV shows, movies, music at work, but I have to have my earbuds. So or else like everybody will listen to what I'm listening to, and nobody wants to listen to the music I listen to, because I be rocking Kevin Gates.
Okay.
And
I listen to a
Um,
lot of podcasts at work.
Yeah, at work, it's like if we're driving around or something like that, and somebody's like, I don't mind the music really, honestly, but if somebody's like playing country, it's like, nope, no country unless it's John fucking Denver, and they're like, wait, I'm like,
no
I don't-
country.
no,
No
No
country.
country.
No
No.
country.
but
Now we all get to point and laugh at Nella. Hey!
Ah,
but in Nella's defense,
No.
in this new band that I'm playing in now, it's like we're doing covers, and god damn it, we're playing country.
Oh.
Well, okay,
No,
to be
no.
fair, so I
To be
got into
fair.
country. I got into
fair.
country music because of Jelly Roll and like Morgan Wallen. I listened to like Luke Combs, so I kind of listened to more, I guess, new-ish country. I don't like. I mean, I've heard of like obviously Tim McGraw and all the older people, but like,
Define
I
older.
huh.
Define older.
don't offend
Like-
Adam here.
I know.
like
guess, like, when-
like Reba. I mean, I've heard
Reba?
maybe one or two of her songs.
So
Who else?
So what's fucked up for me is like when I was like growing up listening to like our first music was like we had hee haw on TV, right? I
Oh,
didn't
gosh.
understand a
Fuck is
fucking word
that?
they were saying. It was some old school hillbilly shit, and they played at the Grand Ole Opry, right? And I'll
Oh,
never
Lord.
forget
Yeah.
because the guy kept saying his name was Buck Owens, and I'm like, yeah, I don't know what that is. You know what I mean? So like, I didn't
Yeah.
understand half the shit they were saying anyway, right? So I'm listening
Yeah.
to this shit, and then now looking back, I'm like, man, I listened to some really good ass country, but I didn't like it was like old, ancient old, like many
Patsy
many
Cline
moons
is
so
good
past.
country.
Patsy Cline is good country, I guess.
It's
That's
like the
country.
only country name that I know.
Wow.
Well, I mean, I mean, they're the originals. I mean, the you can't really listen to like Jelly Roll without listening to like Dolly Parton, But like I said, I didn't really grow up with country music. I mean, I did have a Leanne Rimes album, but that was like in the 90s. So,
What- I had that the one band that I really liked too was they did that Saber Horse Ride a Mexican song. Was it Big and Rich?
oh,
That's the one. That's the one I listened to. I was like, oh fuck, these guys are good. Saber Horse Ride a Mexican. Fuck yeah. Funny, I'm Mexican. Wait, it doesn't matter at this point.
Make that your
Well,
dating
and-
profile.
and then
Who's
my-
trying to ride this Mexican?
Yeah.
well, and then my dad, he goes, yeah, I like country music, but I like country western. And I was like, oh, so there's
Oh,
a
it's all the
subgenre?
same. No, fuck
Yeah.
that.
Because he's like, because
Uh-uh.
country western is when they break out like the tambourines and like the little fiddle and I'm like,
Spoons.
yeah, I guess the spoons, yeah. And I'm
I
just like,
guess
I like, I like country, but I'm not. I don't know about the subgenres. Like the only reason why I like Morgan Wallen is because he's more of like country hip hop, and that's why I like Jelly Roll because he's more
Oh,
like he started out as a rapper and then finally got into country. Um,
I think if the message is good on their music, you know what? I'll listen to it. I'll check it out. If the message
Yeah.
is shite, I'm not gonna listen to it.
that's fair.
Exactly.
I do have a country. There's a playlist of like maybe 14 country songs on my Spotify that I actually like, and it's called "Well Yeehaw" on this motherfucker. And I bring it up all the time because I'm like, there are some goods. There are some like "White Liar." I ain't gonna lie, that shit goes hard. Even with that real strong Southern ass accent, that shit goes hard.
The only one
Well,
I
I
listen to
like
right now is
the
because we play it is the Dick Chicks. What are they called?
The
the Dixie
well, they're
Chicks.
just the
Chicks?
chicks now.
Oh, well,
Well, they're not the Dixie Chicks anymore.
No, they're just the chicks.
Okay, so those
Oh.
hoes they play a song "Goodbye Earl,"
Shit.
and
Oh,
and that-
Goodbye Earl's my shit.
and that's the one we play when we
Hell
we
yeah.
play live. So I was like, oh, at first I was like, yeah, I don't know that. They're like, well, learn it, and I'm like, no, and they're like, well, we're gonna fucking play it tomorrow night. I'm like, oh, okay, I guess I'll learn it.
And I'm
And
like,
now-
sure, why not?
I'm like, fuck, all right, I guess. But so I got two good singers and a bass player who loves to play these, and just to hear them like play, I'm like, fuck it. You know what? They're going hard in the paint. I'm just gonna fucking sniff it, I guess, and go for it. See what happens. Let's just take
Hell
this.
yeah.
Let's take this donkey for a ride. See what happens. And it's fun. I mean, it's like it's all right, I guess. Playing it's weird, but it's totally out of my genre because like I big death metal head or big hip hop head and playing country. But God, man, it's
Oh my god. Speaking of out of genre, my grandfather called me today and said, "Hey Kai, do you know anything about emo?" I said, "Oh, sir. Oh, ask me again."
Say it
And he
again, Grandpa.
goes, straight up, "Tell me about the good old days." No, I'm just kidding. Fuck. Anyway, ew. So he's like,
Oh God.
and
That
Adam's
would be-
gone. Out of frame. That's hilarious.
Oh shit! I don't know why that was so funny, but it was funny.
That's
I don't give a shit. That was
Ah, that
good.
was a cute laugh. That needs to go on the soundboard.
oh Lord.
God damn it.
Shoot.
So, Grandpa, old days.
Yes. Old
Yeah.
days.
The good old days.
Jesus fuck. Oh, I hate this state. So he's like, he does karaoke. Like that's like his thing. He's got these karaoke friends and he's got choir practice. Like this is the singingest motherfucker on the streets.
Hell
So he's like, Kai, Thursday is emo night, and I was like, oh shit. You ain't gonna want to do that. You ain't gonna want to do that at all. Let me tell you a little bit something about my grandfather. He is a soulful black man who
Mhm.
sings soulful black man music.
Mhm.
So he says, "What is emo?" I said, "Oh, gee, it's a bunch of not old. It's a bunch of white people whining. Like that's what it is." And he
Okay.
was like, "I'm gonna need you to explain that to me." So I was like, I gave him like a list of like, I think I was like, look up My Chemical Romance, then look up Blink 182.
Ah,
Pick
Oh
any
my
song, listen to
gosh.
like 2 seconds of it, and he goes, "Oh, white people whining," and I was like, "Yes," and he goes, I said, "I'll try to find songs that you could." I said, "If you do this, you have to get a wig with a side swoop bang. You have to like get to eyeliner. Like you have to do the whole thing. Paint your nails black. Like I will send you reference.
Mhm.
You have to.
Black
If you're gonna do
eyeliner.
this, yes,
Yep.
you are gonna have to go all out. And all these are gonna be
Did you
way
tell
too
him
high
about
for
the
your
choker?
range." No, but I sent him. I just said, go look up emo on Google Images. Just do that and listen to like 2 of their songs, and you'll figure it out.
Yep.
So I'm very excited. And then he has a friend who is like his DJ friend who's trying to help him because he was like, "I'm not doing this," and they were like, "Yes, you are. You got to do it." So I guess he's gonna do it. So his DJ friend was like, he doesn't know anything about emo either. I was like, of course not. Y'all are like 60 and black. That's so like, but I mean, come on, like. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna reach out to him too. So I reach out to the DJ friend who later I'm gonna be like, hey, tell me about DJ shit. But I was like, I am spamming your friend with emo songs, so y'all will have like a big ass catalog to look through. And also, his karaoke name is Walter Ego, and I just want to bring that up because that's so fucking clever, and I just
That's
love
good.
that.
That's good.
I like
yeah,
that.
that's really good.
So
I'd listen.
that will be a thing that I share as soon as I see it.
I would love to see my grandfather in like a complete emo outfit. That'd be hilarious as hell.
So good, so good.
Grandfather was 6'3", blue eyes, the wildest Einstein-looking hair you've ever seen in your life. This
That's funny.
like he was so damn cool. Like he came up from Mexico and didn't know too much of English. Well, didn't know anything other than "fuck you, motherfucker." You know,
I mean, that's all you
that's
gotta
about it.
learn.
Yeah, that's it. And so like he came and like my mom was real hesitant for him to come and see me play when I played in this one band, and it was pretty heavy. And my mom's like, "You're not gonna like it." He's like, "Just take me there. I want to see my grandson and watch
Oh,
him play." And so, which show did he go to? He went to Hempfest. And
hey,
oh, let me tell you, we threw down. There was a lot of people there. We threw down and literally almost set the stage on fire. It was just that intense. And so I get off stage, I pack up my gear and everything, and ran over to Grandpa. I was like, "What do you think, Grandpa? Man, how was it?" My mom's like, "That was horseshit. That was so horrible. I didn't want to be here." I'm like, "Shit." I'm like, "Damn, what's Grandpa gonna think?" Grandpa's like, "I loved it."
mm-hmm.
And I'm like, "Did you understand?" He's like, "I didn't understand a word you guys were saying. But to see you up there playing was awesome." He was like, he was so happy. So my grandpa, man, I don't think he's emo. I think he's a metalhead.
Absolutely. Dude, that's me at any like rock concert when they start screaming and shit. I'm like, I don't understand a motherfucking thing. This is good shit. Swear to God.
Mhm.
But I am gonna wrap this up. But before I do that, actually I have one more. So one time, when
Have-
I was talking to this person, she was like, "Hey, I have to go do something, so I'm gonna give my brother the phone for a minute, just for like a minute." I said, "Okay." So I'm thinking, you should, this is a new person that you've never spoken to. You should try to make a good impression. So I said, "Hey, Travis, it's nice to meet you. What's your best shit story?" And he was like, "Excuse me?" And I was like, "What is your best shit story? I just want to know." And he goes, "Okay." So he starts telling it, and his sister gets back, and she's like, "What are you doing? Why are you talking to her about?" And then she just kind of stops because I think she knew. And he was like, "She asked me what my favorite shit story was." And so she takes the phone and she's like, "That's the first question you asked my brother?" I said, "Fuck yeah, it is." So now I turn that question over to you guys. Adam, we'll start with you. What's your best shit story?
Thank goodness.
Thank goodness.
Daisy's now because she's like, no, not me, not
It's like,
me.
I don't even poop. I am Daisy.
No, that is not.
It evaporates.
That's exactly. I'd be like, "Yes, you do." And she'd be like, "I don't poop. I swear."
Swear.
I don't know if I have any good poop stories. Yeah. Oh, maybe. Honestly, one time we were doing this guardrail job. So I don't know if you looked on in Washington State, we have a bunch of fucking metal on the side of the freeway. Okay, side of the freeway, it's all wrecked. Sometimes we have to fix it And I'm like, oh shit, I gotta poop. Fuck, I gotta shit. So I'm trying to do all my shit real quick. And I'm like, I'm in a big impact truck. So in the impact truck, you have to not only put away tools, now you have to get in your truck. You have to wait for everybody to get in their trucks. You have to wait for them to button up their trucks. You have to wait for them to get all their fucking the shit out of the way so you can pick up all the signs, then pick up all the barrels, and then pick up all the cones. And that takes an extra half an hour. So I'm like, here I am sweating. I'm fucking sweating. I'm praying. No, I wasn't praying because I still don't believe in Jesus. But I was praying. I was like, please, poop, don't come out. Just stay in there a little bit longer. It'll be okay, little buddy. I'm rocking back and forth. I'm sweating. It is nighttime and I'm sweating. And I'm like, oh, Jesus. I'm clenching cheeks. I'm holding on to the seat without my hands. I'm praying. Please, poop, don't come out. Please, poop, don't come out. I'm blazing down the freeway. Okay, I'm like, whoo. Okay, I'm about 15, 20 minutes away from the shop. Oh, no.
Oh, no.
I'm like, oh, God. Nope. Got it. Oh, I'm looking and I'm feeling my pants. I'm like, nope, didn't come out. Yes, did not come out. So I pulled the fucking truck over real fast. Boom, right over the guardrail. Pants down. Boom, pooped.
Oh, no.
Oh, no, I made it. Not in my pants. Now the traffic cameras caught.
Oh my God.
Oh god.
No.
I get back in my truck and I'm like, whoo. I feel, oh God. I don't know why I'm still sweating. Oh God. But you know what? I don't have to poop anymore. So I'm driving. All of a sudden I get a call on the radio. Gonzalez, why don't you go ahead and call the office real quick? I'm like, yeah, that's fine. Call him up. Hey, what's up, man? 32151. This is Gonzalez. What's happening? Just caught you on the camera pooping. I'm like, did you really? You might want to get that checked out. I'm like, what do you mean? Like, we saw it come out. I'm like, oh God, you have a camera in the bushes?
Oh no.
You literally running like 25 feet from me. The camera went down, right down and looked at me. Oh God. I said, was that a gremlin? Was that a small person? Did they have a social security card? What happened? Yeah, I'm not ever going to poop on this side of the freeway again.
That is amazing.
No,
oh,
it's not.
that's a true bond. You guys
think we
really
need
get
to
to know
end
each other
there.
right there. Oh, I bet you do.
God damn it.
Daisy, I won't make you uncomfortable. Nella, I won't make you uncomfortable either if you're chicken, but do you have a favorite shit story?
Okay, this just recently happened to me.
Yes.
Hell yes.
So my dad and I on Friday, we went out to eat for dinner, and then my dad goes, damn, I just remembered that we have to go and pick out my friend's gift for tomorrow because I'm working. And I'm like, all right, cool. So we go down to the naval base here in San Diego, and we go to what they call the package store. And if you don't know what the package store is, that's where you purchase all your alcohol, right? So we go down there, and I'm fine for like the first, I don't know, like 10, 15 minutes. And my dad's asking me questions, and he's like, oh, what about this tequila, or what bottle do you think I should get him? And I'm like, because his friend was turning 21 yesterday, and so I guess they were celebrating his 21st. And I'm like, well, do you even know what he likes? And he goes, no. I was like, you didn't ask him what he likes? And he goes, no, I didn't. And I'm like, he goes, okay, so what about vodka? And I'm like, just don't get him the flavored ones because you don't know if he likes flavored vodka. And he was like, okay, well, what about Jack Daniels? And I was like, well, you could, yeah, sure. You can get Jack Daniels. You can mix that with Coke if that's what he wants. If you want vodka, you can get Tito's, and he can mix that with pineapple juice or lemonade or whatever. So long story short, I'm over here trying to give him advice. And we were just walking up and down the tequila bottle aisle. And he was just like, well, what about this tequila? And I was like, I don't know, Dad, I've never had that one. And he was like, well, what about Patron? And I was like, well, I'm not a huge Patron person, but yeah, if you want to. And he's like, well, what about this other bottle? And I was like, are you just looking at the bottles because you like them? Like you just like the way they look? And he goes, yeah. And I'm like, sure, why not? And he was like, well, what about Don Julio? And I was like, whatever you do not get him 1943 because that's about $200-300. And I don't like people that much to get them a $200-300 bottle of tequila that's going to be gone in like 5 minutes because it's like a narrow, like it comes in a box. It's so fancy. It comes in a box, and but it's like it's like one of those tall bottles that are not very big, but they're just tall. So anyways, so he keeps asking me about these tequilas, and I'm like, Dad, dude, I don't know. And he was like, what about Jose Cuervo? I said, I don't know. And then so he travels around the store some more, and I'm following him, and he was like, look at this bottle over here. And I'm like, what is that? And he goes, it's Louis the 13th. You want to know how much this bottle is? And I was like, Daddy, I really don't care. And he was
I
like,
don't care.
he was like, it's about $3,900. And I'm
Oh,
like,
fuck you.
hell no. And then I was like, can we just hurry up? And he was like, why are you rushing me? And I was like, because I have to poop.
Yeah. Oh my god, that sounds awful. Oh my
Because
god, just holding that shit in while he's just looking at the pretty bottles. That's amazing.
Oh, that's horrible. I feel for
I
you.
was like, I have to poop, Dad. Can we just
Pick
hurry up?"
something and
He was like-
go.
He was like, okay. I was like, then we go to those little travel size bottles, like those little like 1 or 2 shot bottles. And he was like, what about this? And I'm like, yeah, you could try that, and you can try that, and you can try. So we were walking away with like 3 or 4 different bottles, and I found, mind you, I won Friday night because now I have moonshine that I'm going to try, sitting on my dresser. Anyways, so we get him some little travel size bottles. We finally pick a nice, cute tequila bottle that I've never heard of, and I'm like, all right, okay, let's go. So then Dad goes, crap, I have to go get a bag and some tissue, and I'm like, okay, well, can we like go somewhere else? And I was like, okay, well, we'll just go to Walmart. And he goes, yeah, but don't you have to go to the bathroom? I said, Dad, it is about 7:50 at night. The exchange is about to close in 10 minutes. I can't just run in there and go poop and get out. And he was like, okay, we'll go home. And so, of course, for me, I made it home safely, but then I had to leave the house again because he dragged me to like freaking what is that place called? Oh God. Bevmo, to go buy a gift bag. And because he was like, you know where we should go to go get a gift bag and some tissue? I was like, the 99-cent store. He goes, no. I was like, what's wrong with the 99-cent store?
What's wrong with the 99-cent store?
For real.
Nobody cares about the gift bag. They just care about the shit that's in the gift bag. So anyway, so we go to Bevmo, and my dad goes, you know that Louis the 13th bottle? Yes, Dad. What about it? And he was like, well, guess how much it is over here? And I was like, what, Dad? How much is it? He was like, $4,400. I said, fuck that shit. Can we just get what we need and go home? Because I'm starting to get tired.
Straight up, that bottle better give me head. What the fuck is that doing?
For real? Yeah,
Just
for
to
real.
reach around.
It's just expensive. I'm
I
saying.
was like, because I was just like, dude, but yeah, it felt like we were in the package store forever because all I needed to do was like poop, and this man's over here looking for a cute bottle. And I'm like, dude, it doesn't matter if the bottle looks cute, it just matters if the liquor tastes good. Now you keep asking me about these reposados and these blancos and these, all these other tequila bottles. I have no idea what they are. I don't know if they taste good, because mind you, my dad doesn't drink, so that's why he dragged me to the store, because of course I drink. So I'm just like, I was like, can we go so I can poop?
I think that it doesn't matter if the bottle is pretty as long as the liquor tastes good. Should be the new, it's the beauty on the inside that counts, or whatever.
Yes.
Just
Wait,
saying.
are we? What number shirt are we at? I don't even know. I
I've
think we
not
came
been
out.
a big bag. But somebody write that down real quick before we forget it.
Shit. Editing, can I do that? Oh my god. So speaking of bottles, and then I'll wrap this up. On top of my refrigerator, I wish I could zoom with my laptop, are all of these bottles. And what these are is whenever I go to the bar, if they're pouring us shots and they like finish the bottle with our shots, I take them home and I put string lights in them. So there are just a bunch of alcohol
Ooh.
bottles with string lights, and I'm like over here just displaying this proudly. And every time someone comes over, they're like,
Are you okay?
is there like a meeting that you go to once a week, or
You know what? That's so funny because my brother's like that. My brother has, well, I don't know if he still does, but my brother had a bunch of bottles, empty bottles, on top of his closet, and my dad goes, are you okay? do you have a problem? Do we need to like sit down and talk about something? And my brother's like, no, these are memories. These are what you call
Yeah. They're
memories. And I was like,
trophies. Duh.
I see
Yeah,
that.
for real.
I feel that. As long as
Yeah.
you're not drinking by yourself,
Exactly. I don't drink alone.
Damn
I
it.
support that.
Cheers. For real. No, I keep the pretty bottles too.
What?
Although while I'm cooking tonight, I probably will make myself a gin and tonic, but I'll also be like on the phone or
Let's
something.
go. I'll drink the
Yes.
buzzball with you.
Oh, let's go. See, that'll be fun. We're gonna have a cooking party after this.
Damn, I
Yes.
drink alone. Is that do I need have a problem?
I mean, I was always told that
I was
alcohol
like-
is a
I
social
was
drug
like,
and
now
you
I'm
shouldn't
starting to
drink
be
alone.
concerned about me.
Damn, are you guys concerned about me? Because
Can I put
Well,
some background
It
music
depends
for
on how
this
much
inner
you drink
moment?
alone, though.
yes, because like I get home Thursdays because that's my Friday. I get home and
Ooh.
I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna crack myself a shot of Pendleton, crack myself a Modelo, and I'm gonna either I'm grilling a steak or I'm some chicken or
What is Pendleton?
See, that's not bad though. That's not concerning to me.
Okay, good. Because I don't get hammered by myself. Now, Pendleton, oh man, let me tell you. So when I went through my whole mental breakdown in August of this last year,
Oh man.
I had a half gallon, and like I drank it till I was gone, and I got drunk, and then I got sober, and then I was like, okay, I'm not doing that ever again, and it was sucked. But oh my god, Pendleton is so good. It's so smooth, right over the rocks, right on the shots, right out of the bottle. Share it with your friends. Don't share it with your friends. Oh my god, Pendleton is so good. I fucking love Pendleton.
I need to try it. You always
Now I
talk
have
about
to
it, and I'm
look for
always
it.
thinking about it. Like I have to try it.
I love Pendleton so much. It's like I'll have like if I get home like on those special days that like I did. That's actually I did the Lord's work, as they say in work. I pour myself 2 cubes of ice in a drinks glass and a little of some Pendleton and then
With
I
the Hueys.
oh man, I make sure I don't hit myself with the Hueys and man, I'll sip that. Done. You know what I mean? Oh man. Woo!
I gotta
Yeah.
try.
Fucking amazing.
Oh, I want some Pendleton now.
I want some. I want to try it. Oh, Adam, you
Oh,
would be
yes.
fucking amazing for this. Also, Nell, I gotta tell you about this. So you
Oh,
guys
boy.
know what Hot Ones is, right?
Yes.
Hear me
Oh, I
out.
can't wait till this happens.
No. No. Hell
No,
no.
hear her out.
I
Hear,
know.
hear her out.
No.
Hear me out.
Because
Hear me out.
Davey's over here trying to make me eat ghost pepper chicken wing.
No, 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 no.
Jesus.
No, no,
no,
no.
no, that's not it.
No,
That's not
that's
it.
not it. Hear me out, okay? Shot Ones.
Ooh, I like that. I like that.
See?
Yes.
See? Come
I'm
on
down
now.
for that. I'm down
So
for that.
I'm thinking we're just gonna do 3 rounds is what I'm thinking. First round, 1 shot. Second round, 2 shots. Third round, 3 shots. That's all we need. You're 6 shots in, you're gonna be gone. So I think that for an
Wow.
episode, I don't know if we're gonna ask questions or something. I don't
This
but
sounds spectacular. You
literally
let me
the
know.
only I absolutely what's funny is I don't have any content in mind. I'm just like, we're gonna drink. Like I need to actually have like a we
Like
have
a
to talk about
questionnaire?
something specific. Yeah, something.
I mean,
Yeah.
you just
Hell
let me know.
yeah.
If it's
Oh,
a
bet.
Sunday, if it's a
Well,
Sunday, I'm kind of hosed because I work the next day at like.
Word. Yeah, no. Oh, I work the next day. I can't do it on Sunday. That'll have to be like a Friday or Saturday thing.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
it would be yeah.
I mean, because
Yes.
I could do any day.
I gotta record Fridays. So like, what are we doing? Because I gotta do co-host. So we're gonna do Fridays and right around what 4:30, 5 o'clock. That's perfect drinking time if I heard. You know.
Shit, yeah.
Mhm.
All right. So yeah, let me wrap this up. But yes, shot ones. We'll have to group chat about that, and because I gotta figure literally it's so funny that my only thought was shots, and I didn't think
Yeah.
about like questions or stories or fucking something. So we'll have to figure that part out. Damn, that
Well,
really
you
does
asked
make it
us
sound like I
embarrassing
have a
stuff.
problem.
Just
We
ask
got
us stuff
problems
like
with
you just did now with like, what's your favorite shit
You
story?
didn't
With,
even
like,
tell
by the
your
way,
favorite shit story.
I don't have one though. That's the thing is that's why I was like, oh, thank God, because I couldn't think of one like on the spot. And as you guys were telling yours, I was like, when do I have one? And the only thing I can remember was at camp when people would like call me on walkie-talkie, and all I could say in my head was, "Thank God I don't need to take a shit."
Mm. Dude, you're better than me. I be shitting on the
Counts.
phone with people. But I guess not at work. That's fine. Yeah. All right, shit. Okay. So, here at Unsubscribe, it is tradition for us at the end of every episode to end the podcast with a joke, but since this is a YouTube live stream, it is tradition for us to end with a pickup line. So, would anybody like to go first? and
I'll
I'm
go
gonna
first.
time this theme music very wrong.
Okay, ready?
Yes, what you
Here's
got?
my pickup line. It works 60% of the time. It works every time. Hey, nice shoes. Want to fuck?
Yay!
Straightforward. I like it.
Shit, yeah. I knew it was gonna be that one too. I don't know why, but like I knew it. That's amazing.
It 60%. Like I said, 60% of the time.
I don't know. You
That's
got
fine.
me. I'm gonna call you up after this.
Done. You have my number.
Damn, Kai, don't cheat on me like that.
Ooh,
Look,
that's
I
right.
be running these streets, man. Pimping ain't easy.
Pimpin' ain't easy.
Nella, what you got?
Fuck.
Daisy, what you
Yeah,
got?
that's good. You had me hello.
Yeah, that was good shit.
Am I looking at the sun? Because every time you smile, your teeth be shining bright.
Shiny teeth and me. Shiny
Damn.
teeth, shiny teeth.
Shit. Want me to make you tacos or what?
Ooh, what you trying to do?
What you trying to do?
Oh my god. I was playing pool at the bar the other day, and my drunk ass said to a straight man, "Man, what you trying to do?" I keep forgetting that I'm a girl. So. Nelly, you got one?
I'm gonna make you a t-shirt that says,
let's see.
"I'm a dude right now at the bar."
Yes.
My specialty is making spaghetti. Want to come over and have some with me?
Oh, and that's hilarious if you know about Erica Badu.
Badu.
Dude, giving that Erica Badu. All right, mine is Are You a Bank Loan? Because you've got my interest. Thank you so much for listening. I love y'all faces. Oh wait, that's what Philip DeFranco says. I can't say that. Fuck.